Alrighty, there we go. We are live. Should be live on Twitch, now live on YouTube. There we go. Sweet, yeah. Hope everyone's having a decent night. It's 11:30 p.m. for me, so a little bit late, but I did decide to go live a little early tonight because we've had a little bit of an interesting development in our league, and yeah, here I'll just show you. We kind of got wrecked, and it's really unfortunate because the way they destroyed us is just so unbelievable. Look at this. They had 7 dragons, 8 dragon riders, and just a bunch of totems, and this pretty much destroyed all of our bases. And yeah, it's a little bit of a disappointing end to the week for us, but at the same time, this other clan we were competing in first place for also lost their war today, so this Polish clan managed to sneak past both of us and lock in a first place finish. It's definitely not the outcome that we were looking for, or obviously, but yeah. Anyway, this is going to be a little bit of a different stream this time because I also have some war hits in the other clan. So I'm going to be showing you guys some of that too. It's really just a matter of finishing a few bases. And so that's that. Anyway, yeah, let's take a quick look at these bases because this is really kind of my first look at what's left since I was online earlier today. But anyway, yeah, it's a bummer what that clan did to us because it is just so absolutely unbelievable. All of my clanmates are saying the same thing, that they didn't deserve it because it was a pure spam. So anyway, this is and actually it's inspired me to go look for the strategy, and so I have a link that's a little bit different from the one that they were using, and I might break it out today. There's a base that is on their side that I want to use it on, and I'll probably use it in this war too, just to get a little bit of a feel for it. But yeah, this clan's also going to destroy us because they're just kind of an ore clan. So I think that these bases will go down pretty easily with the meteor golems anyway. Especially this one. You don't typically want to send dragons into a base like this where you send them behind a fire spitter but then into both sweepers on the backside. I'll probably just do a fireball on the monolith. Oh, this will be good for the dragons, I think. Anyway, yeah, let's get started. Hope you guys are having a good night. Anyway, overall it's been a good day for me. I came online and I saw them destroying all our bases, and I was absolutely flabbergasted. So let's see. I think I'm gonna go for a fireball to grab all this right here. Really, it's the only place that makes sense. So, and this one's a good one because I can just pre-quake and get all this down with just one of this and not have to worry about the clan castle. Let me look for a follow-up. I think I'm probably gonna go behind this left side fire spitter. I actually missed the fireball, but it's not an issue in this case. I still got all the value that I needed. This bomb hive would be scary if it was a max level, because of the way that my warden is going, he would drag my healers into it. I would probably actually drop the overgrowth. But because it's not a max level bomb hive, I think I get away with it this time. A max level bomb hive would have bombs flying much further, able to reach my healers. Let's just wall break right there. Can get moving. So far, so good. Yeah, after what I saw today, there's a lot of comments I have to make about the balance of the game. We're definitely not in a good spot right now. It's gonna be dominated by spam for a while. Let's put this overgrowth here. I don't want anything to get too distracted. Can drop the RC2. This queen, she is just doing a lovely job beating the wall, isn't she? Just doing queen things. It's actually not the smoothest attack, but I have enough spells to finish it, no problem. And enough hero abilities, right? All my healers are going somehow. Anyway. GreenEternity What a Waste clan. Dude, I bet you're from the clan that just dropped 45 on us with all that spam. I bet. It's funny. Anyway, what else? I'll probably put a fireball on this air defense here, just to go for something simple. You can get all of this with one quick. And then just let the warden chip the super whiz tower. And then go behind the fire spitter. I'll probably need the overgrowth in this area here. A skeleton would be good over here, wouldn't it? Especially since I'm only bringing like one quake rate. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna use my phone to donate myself. Anyway. I did miss the expo, but it's fine. The warden will be able to grab that in a second. we can get a wall breaker going too. I always get nervous sending it across a distance like that because of spring traps now. Nice Teslas. That might stop my skeleton actually. Good enough. I put the overgrowth on top of the hero bow, which is not good. It's definitely a mistake. You don't want to do that. Super easy. It's not the greatest attack, but it's still pretty easy. Tons of swag. Swag king ability, swag queen ability. And an invis. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let me show you guys what exactly they did. That was just so nonsense. This person, BB, actually did okay. They used meteor golems. I mean, this is pretty much the standard right now. Is an army like this. I think this is what Stars is using with 5 meteor golems, 3 totems, and a freeze. These were like the only good attacks from the clan. It was from this person named BB. But everything else was just this. Just watch this. I feel like this would be good for a bunch of noobs. If you guys have a clan that's maybe struggling, you can show them the strategy. I do think that if there's a way to balance the strategy, what it could potentially be is just to nerf the totems. You would have to probably do a couple things, and one I'm thinking is to reduce the radius of the totem spell, so that it forces you to put the totems like closer to the defenses that you want to stun and retarget. And also just make them not distract air defenses. I still think that air defenses should not be hitting stuff on the ground. And sweepers, right? Totem spells shouldn't distract sweepers, but yet they do. Yeah, the only good thing about this attack, I'd say, is the flinger and the arrow. But everything else is just pure spam. Just drop the totems in front of everything, and the base has no chance of fighting back. Pure spam. There's like no funneling either. He didn't do anything on this left side. He just sent all the dragons straight into the monolith. No funneling on this right side. What's going on? Wow, it distracts air sweepers. It distracts all the air stuff. Air defenses and air sweepers, which it has no business of doing that. It literally comes out of the ground, and yet it renders air defenses useless against dragons. But yeah, this is how they got like most of our bases. And good Tom, hello. Welcome to the stream, bro. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to sulk over this too much, because the reality of the situation is that our week was pretty much decided on day 3. Us losing this war here was, like, it wasn't great. And it pretty much locked in a second place for us. If we won today, then it would have been an easy first. However, I just don't think there's any way to defend that strategy. It's just pretty brutal. Let's go for this base here. I do want to bring a second Quake to take down the Super Wiz Tower. Normally it's not a bad idea to let the Warren take it down himself, but I used this a couple days ago on day 3 with 2 Quakes, and it went just fine. So and if this goes like it did a couple days ago, then the Warren's just gonna walk straight to the monolith, which is nice. Can let the Warren have his time. Just like that. I'll delay the mini Warden just a little bit. Make sure that it doesn't walk itself into danger too early. Can send the RC now too. Another easy triple here. I'm probably gonna swag the rest because yeah, this is just too easy. Okay, let's get another account going here. What was I thinking here? Fireball in the monolith. I think that's a fine choice here. I could probably use I could probably send the warden to go this way. And then use the overgrowth to cover the revenge tower and the fire spinner on the side. Or potentially just send the RC back here and support her with totems. I feel like either way it's not a bad approach. Thumbnail not showing. I promise I set the thumbnail. I don't know why it's not showing. I even reset the software and checked to see if the thumbnail was there, and it was. So I don't know why it does that. So I'll put the thumbnail there after the stream. It's no issue. Normally those builders do a good job of saving that monolith, but I think this time I got it without any issue. Let's drop a wall breaker here now. Yeah, this overgrowth is going to be needed. I'm not a fan of what's happening here with this funneling. This is not great. But the queen's gonna pretty much save me from a disaster. We're looking pretty good here, right? Mohammed, hello. It's good to see you, man. Advanced GG for the attacks. I'm working on them. I just kind of want to get this ward that we have going on this side over with. Oh, I think I mentioned I want to use the dragons on this base. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. This is where skeleton spell is going to do some good work. Is in this area with the prince. I could use a log launcher, or I can use the troop launcher and a giant arrow. I think that the benefits of using the troop launcher outweigh the benefits of bringing a magic mirror. Almost. I mean, it's debatable, isn't it? I hope it's not another draw this time. It's gonna be a draw, bro. That clan is pretty sharp. Can also look at this base. Anyway, for now, we'll just go for this one here. I'm probably just gonna drop a fireball in this super whiz tower and get a funneling for the troops to go into the core. I normally wouldn't opt to switch an invis for a skeleton. It might even be better to switch a totem for a skeleton. But I only need one invis to deliver this fireball, so I don't mind either way. I just know I need 2 quakes to grab the super whiz tower, so... I think actually I'm gonna bring a log launcher. I was thinking about switching to giant arrow troop launcher, but the log launcher is gonna do a good job if the ice golem can make it to the core. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like it is. Can let the warden chip the multi-archer, but I think that once that goes down, I'm gonna start the meteor golems. A Tesla did pop in that area I dropped the fireball, that's actually good base building. Yeah, wow, another one. That's unfortunate about the log launcher opening early, but I should be okay here still. Actually, I have no idea what is happening right now. And it's a good thing I have the mirror here, because that mirror is going to do some good work. Guess I'm glad I stuck with my gut here. Anyway, and Abu, hello. Good luck for the hit. Thank you so much. A totem there, maybe for the log launcher. Yeah, I know. I think that I just kind of screwed that up a little bit. I got lucky that the ice golem that I deployed for my actual army made it to the core somehow. and gave me a little bit of protection from these rage defenses. That was definitely a little lucky and helped me triple that one. Nice hit, thank you, bro. It wasn't amazing. I'm sure that there was a way for me to find some swag. Wow, spring traps. Spring traps actually helped kill my log launcher. And the ice golem got sprung. Anyway, we can move on now from that. Do you not play with game sound? Never, bro. The game sounds are actually kind of trash, if I'm being honest. I prefer to just listen to calm music, and I'm sure you guys do too. What can I bring? I had 2 rage spells in this army comp, but I kind of want to bring something different. Like more totems. After what I've witnessed, I think this will work. We can bring 1 rage spell. I don't mind that. The upgraded mechanism for the spring trap is great, yeah. It actually does good work against siege machines, like not just the log launcher, but also the flame flinger. If your flinger gets hit by spring traps, then that can pretty much take out like more than half of its value. I'm just looking for a place to drop a flinger here. AB Dunes, hello, what's going on, bro? It's good to see you, man. Now, see, the thing about this is that you really don't want to take crazy long on the setup. Like, I feel like 30 seconds, 45 seconds is enough. One more totem to be safe, and then I'll get started here with the king and the queen. I missed the sweeper, but he's fine. Let's distract the sweepers a bit, since we can. My queen is dead, actually. But I have no fear in this. Like, I know for a fact I'm tripling this. Because of how absolutely broken this strategy is right now. I still have dragon riders, I didn't even deploy those. Yeah, max 45 seconds. And that's for most strategies, right? You don't really want to spend more than like a minute on any kind of setup. I don't know. I feel like this needs tweaking a little bit. I think that having the rage gem is a little better than than just Eternal Tome Healing Tome. But yeah, that's this war finished for us. I just don't know how I feel about having a rage spell on top of it. A rage spell and a rage gem. And the king, I almost want to bring the RC. I feel like the RC has better synergy with the totem spells because of how she goes invisible with the fox. I would probably drop the flinger on this top corner. You don't even need any totem spells on this side. Let's drop a Tesla for any Teslas. And then the flinger. Snipe the mortar. I feel like that's good for now, isn't it? I think my flinger got wasted, but it's fine. And 3 swag totems. It's so brain dead. And 2 more swag totems. I didn't realize I had those. Super easy. Perfect war. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get those, isn't it? I want to... What was in your CC on that last attack? With this, you mean? I was using Dragon Riders. 2 Dragon Riders and a balloon. But I honestly feel like you can use super minions. You can use a super dragon. You can be... There's a little bit of flexibility there. I honestly, I don't know what's best. I also want to swap Healing Tome with Rage, but always hesitant to use that in wars. Honestly, this might be the strongest thing in the game right now. So, you should start experimenting. But anyway, and Sanakan, hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, long time no see. I did take a couple months off the stream because I got a little burnt out. But anyway, we only have a few bases left to get through. I'm probably going to put a fireball on this scatter shot because it clears this area with the Giga Bomb. And I thought a good follow-up would be to continue the Warden this way and cut the pathing off for the Meteor Golems to go straight to the core. And then put an Overgrowth like on this Fire Spitter here. It seems like a pretty sound plan. The only thing is that this Poison Tower, I can't let that touch my army. I feel like that the king and his snakes need to pull that. That's really the only thing. What else? I'm trying to figure out which account I can switch to. I could try to be fancy and find some way to land the fireball on the core. But there's just so many defenses out here. I'd have to chip all these and then just cover all these somehow. I don't know. I think that keeping it simple is best with this strategy. I'll boost my heroes, but honestly, the fact that I don't have any power potions leads me to just feel like I'll be fine. Like, the only difference is I don't have any max healers or poison spell. I think I'll be fine. But yeah, oh no, healers. What are my healers doing? I gotta pull the queen. There is no way. There is no way. I've never seen that before. I have never seen that before. Wow, my warden's down. Wow, my healer's really through. I've never seen that nonsense with the healers. That is unbelievable. I might still triple, actually, because the plan was good. But I have no idea. Nice ice golem. I am honestly shocked by what I've just witnessed, but I think I'm gonna triple. Let's drop those. And then that. That is crazy. Now you guys know why you need to follow this channel. That is crazy. And the warden is on air. Did I really have the warden on air? That is why that happened. Wow. Wow, what a mistake. That's crazy. That's insane. Why was my warden on air? That's crazy. And it's a good thing I didn't waste a potion to have max healers just to do that. But anyway, we can move on now. That's that heart attack over. I'm glad that I stuck with my gut on that plan. I was almost thinking about trying to go for a flashy fireball. Honestly, I wouldn't have been as nervous if this super barb just went down soon enough for the healers to transfer back over. Then I would have been like, I know for sure I got it. But that was kind of a lucky recovery, I think. I feel like that was more luck than anything. Here I can just use one quake. I kind of think that's a pretty solid way to set this attack up, is with one quake. Nice triple, thank you. I need to rethink my decision of getting better at both air and ground attacks after this. Yeah, well, it's funny because the enemy probably feels good about destroying all our bases with this complete spam, you know? Yet they probably have zero clue how to recover that kind of a mistake. I'm willing to bet you. I have no hero potions. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. Really, the only kind of scary thing about this base is just this area right here. I feel like where I'm going to use the overgrowth is over all these defenses right here. Because my meteor golems are going to be moving like from the multi-archer to the town hall towards the direction of this fire spitter. But they won't be going in like into too much damage from the fire spitter because that's where I plan to send my RC. It's just a little dangerous over here with this Gigabomb. So an overgrowth over here should be okay. I can also consider a fireball like on this air defense. I don't think that's a terrible idea either. I just feel like it's quicker to do it on the expo. And then deal with all this as part of the backside. And I said I only needed one Quake rate. Can just bring another Invis. Actually, let's chip this mortar here. I should have tested. Oh, I think I know why my warden was on air. Is because I was doing friendly challenges with that strategy that they were using on us. The dragons and dragon riders. Now that I'm like kind of thinking back, that's exactly why. And it's so stupid because they were just friendly challenges. It's not like I brought them into multiplayer. My queen ability is forced here. It's not ideal. But thankfully the healer's transferred to the queen. I lost my mini warden in the crossfire somewhere. This should be crushed. I did lose my RC in not a great way, but I knew this area was going to be dangerous for her. But I was willing to take the risk because the approach looks solid. So we should be good here. Which crafted defense is best? Right now I think the bomb hive. Overall, I think that we're going into a bit of a bomb hive meta. Similar to like how we just got done with a crusher mortar meta. That's my opinion on that. However, I do think that if meteor golems are just going to be everywhere, that you might also want to consider the sunbeam, because it does a pretty consistent damage to them, especially when it's max level. The attack cooldown's very low and can do a lot of damage quickly. So pro, thanks bro. And yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that they destroyed us like this, because I think that we put up a good war on them, you know, honestly. This is a base I was looking at earlier. I'm probably going to put overgrowth over this right here. And then just use a bunch of invis. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The totems can support the RC nicely in this area. It's really just a matter of dealing with this long shot. He tends to do some some pretty good work. You could literally probably place a totem way out here and distract the long shot, like at the beginning of the attack. It's not a bad idea. Tell him the long shot. Yeah, I will. I think really, once I land the fireball, it's going to be like impossible to fail. Unless for some reason that I time fail. But with how much value I'm getting, I don't think that's going to happen. Especially so deep in the base. I remember watching FaZe attack it. Yeah, he did actually exactly the thing that I had in mind. I remember I was talking to him about the bases, and I had this idea in mind, and then he shared the replay, and I was like, wow, you had exactly the same idea that I did. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't think he's watching the stream right now, though. I think he's asleep or something. Because he mentioned a pretty intense workout earlier. The only thing is that I'll only have like one invis left. After the fireball, I won't even have my overgrowth. Like, the value is good, but I gotta be really careful keeping the RC alright. Let's go for this. But yeah, it's like, how do you fail after a fireball like this, you know? I want to give the warden a little bit of time, at least to grab the fire spitter. He should be able to. Let's see if this totem works. It does. That's beautiful. I'm not gonna waste too much longer. Should be fine to drop the RC now, right? It's crushed. Like, beyond crushed. Which is nice. And yeah, the thing is that even with that fail we did, the fact that they did 45 stars on us means that we lost first anyway. So like, it almost didn't even matter. Easy 3, nicely done. Thanks, bro. Yeah, what a bummer. I mean, all we needed to do was defend them one time. That's all. And we would have been first. We're first now, but this clan is gonna somehow beat us. We defeated them too. We were the only clan that defeated them all week. And they put up like 41, 42, 40. Anyway, I still think it was a good week for us. I'm happy with how it went overall, even if day 3 was a little bit disappointing. Anyway, we can get into a little bit of Legends. I'm probably just gonna do like one account of Legends and then go offline. That's intense, isn't it? I know, it's sad, really. I mean, we clearly were the best team, apart from the fact that we somehow weren't able to defend. Looks like I found one of the guys from Fruchtlabor. This is a pretty intense push clan out of Germany. These guys are really good. I'm just looking for a decent fireball. I feel like the sweeper is nice. Let's go for that. Especially for one quake. I'll use the second quake to grab the expo. I don't mind that. I just hope that the bomb hive doesn't hit my healers. It might, unfortunately. Just once. Honestly, once is fine. Yeah. The way that my warden went down is not good. Especially this rage spell is not working for me. I thought it would, but it doesn't. I might not even triple this, actually. Just the way it looks right now. Yeah, this looks not so good. Despite having a good fireball. It's just the whole interaction with the warden and all my troops going over here was actually a big mistake. What a bummer. And that's my first fail of the stream, right? But of course it had to be on Legends. Overall, it's a pretty good defense because it's not like I missed the fireball or anything. I just kind of lost the worm badly in the middle of it. This is a base we came across this week in Clan War Leagues. And actually what I did was I brought a recall spell. I shot the fireball from over here and then I recalled. I think I did that on day 2. Kind of want to find something a little alternative this time. I wish that I could grab that mortar. I think I will though, thankfully. Otherwise I would have needed an extra invis. But so far so good, right? I'm gonna have to pull the warden away soon. I think I'm an overgrowth right here. I don't typically like to do that, but that revenge tower is just doing too much damage. It's really more for damage mitigation rather than funneling. Looks like I got it though, right? With swag. Oh, nice Tesla, bro. What a week. Honestly, I'm glad that it's over. I mean, if you gave us a couple of days, maybe we would have had a better chance with a couple more days. Because we did manage to score an extra 7 stars on top of these guys. But of course, that's just if buts and whens, right? This is a base that was popular at the end of last season. It was one of Crispy's bases, actually. I'm pretty sure he built it himself. So let's just do this. This is pretty much like the simplest solution I found for this base, and I have to use a log launcher because of the invis tower. We can let the Warden grab just a little bit of value, but obviously not too much, because it's really not worth wasting too much time. The log launcher didn't make it too crazy far, but the queen here with the ice golem is going to do some nice work. Can drop the RC now. This is like the most consistent solution for this base. However, I don't know if I got this because of what happened here with my healers. I think I screwed it up a little bit because of my healers. What a bummer. This would have been easy if the healers cooperated a little bit more. But you can see how close it is. It might even just be a time fail depending on what kind of work these meteor golems can do. Let's see if I can just get them to go straight to the monolith. I don't know if that's possible, because they're kind of just, yeah, it's whatever. On to the next. That's a good fireball, especially with only one quake. I might need 2 invis unless the warden can chip down that archer tower quickly. Like if I drop him from behind this helper hut here, then he'll at least be at the right angle. I gotta use the second quake. I forgot to account for the builder huts, but it's fine. That's exactly what the second quake is for anyway. So I wish I had a little bit of a better funneling here. It's just tough to do that when your fireball is completely somewhere else, right? Let's drop this overgrowth over here. The healers again are not cooperating. It's just kind of been an issue for me today. I'll have to address that pretty soon. Yeah, seriously, these healers, man. They've just been a waste. It's so close. I don't think it's gonna triple, but it's close. Oh, it does triple. That's nice. Very nice triple. Despite the healers trying to throw. Like always. This is pretty obvious, isn't it? The plan that I have to go for. I just don't know. I'm always never sure about like the diagonal distance with the tiles. If that I need to use an invis here or not to get all this. I'm just gonna use one just to be safe. I even have another quake saved, which is nice. I'm not going to use that siege just yet. I want to use it when I'm about to trigger the invis. Hasn't actually been the smoothest hit. I screwed this up. I have so many smalls too. It's a matter of finding time now. I think I have time. And 2 swag invis. Very nice. Can you show your air war? Yeah, you want me to do that? That was a crazy attack. Let me figure out which one that was. I think that was this one. I thought my healers were just being dumb, and then I realized I was dumb, and I had my warden on there. It was such a strange impulse for me not to use a power potion, because I've been using them this whole week, and I decided, you know what, let me just trust that this approach is good, and just go without it. I had no idea my warden was on air until after the attack. And then I saw my healers do this, and I was like, what is going on? And so... like, at least if the super barb went down in this top left-hand corner, then the healers could have transferred back easily. But the overgrowth was good. And the ice golem right here. You know, I see a lot of people that like to run an extra meteor golem in their troop launcher. But I do think that the ice golems work better in the troop launcher, especially for stuff like this. It also works coming out of a log launcher too. I mean, it was close in the end. Like, I almost failed. Really, the only like real thing I had left was the giant and a couple balloons. But anyway, it unfortunately does not amount to much in the end. We're still gonna finish in second, despite having the highest percentage, the most stars won, and all that. I mean, give us a couple more days, right? And we'd be in first. That's how I feel about that. Like, maybe that sounds arrogant, but if I'm gonna be real, I think we had that in the bag. Up until we got destroyed by all that spam. This healer deployment looks so random, but I dropped that one there and I saw I was getting hit by the Super Wizard Tower. And so I dropped the other 4 on the other side. But yeah, see what I mean? That one healer might go down. I'm gonna let the Rico go down, and then I'll get started with the meteor golems. And it's funny because it was somebody in the chat that told me that my warden was on air after the attack. I feel like I would have had no idea, which is so terrible. A little bit amateur of me. That long shot, man. Long shot is just such a menace. Nice spiky ball though. Unfortunately, I thought I was going to lose my RC, but the ice golem saved her. I just need to have a good queen ability over here. Super easy. I still think that this is potentially the strongest strategy in the game right now. A lot of people are switching to Hydra Totem, which I can understand. However, I feel like that's gonna get a nerf. The fact that the Meteor Golems haven't had any kind of an announcement for a nerf yet makes me feel like they're not gonna get nerfed at all, because especially during Clan War League, I know that Supercell likes to take care of those kind of balance changes, like emergency nerfs, as early in the week as possible. But just give it a few more days, because it seems like the use rate for all this new stuff is still pretty low. Oh, is this the one where all the traps are on the side? I feel like it is. Let's see. It is. Alright. We can do this side. Nice black air bombs, bro. That absolutely murked my healers. I'm gonna need to use totems to keep the warden alive. The warden needs time to be able to clear these defenses, like the Expo and the air defense and whatnot. I might even pull him to where he can like go towards the fire spitter, because well, that was close. And I'm running out of time. This is my time fill. Now that I'm realizing how little time I have left, and unfortunately the town hall is the last building. So if I time fill, it could be a 1-star time fill. I think that's kind of where we're at right now. And honestly, if I 1-star, I don't even care. It's just so predictable at this point. That mini warden is so stupid. The way that he went over the wall just to get absolutely murdered. And yeah, it's gonna be a time fill. A huge time fill. I told you guys. What a bummer. Anyway. It's not great. But one more triple pretty much put me at around average. Honestly, I think it's bases like that, like this, that the Hydra totems just do a better job at. Because there's really no good place to put a fireball where that, you know, you can get a good funneling into the core for the meteor golems. You pretty much have to fireball the core. But at least I know that this base isn't trapped up the same way the other one is, because there's no space for Teslas. Let's see how much is left there. Can go for this now. Now I need the Warden to at least grab like one of these. The Expo or the Ricochet or both. And finish the funnel. Because if I have anything that walk off to like that split between the left and the right, then that obviously destroys the attack. Nice sweeper, bro. Behind the workshop. It makes no sense to have it there, if I'm being honest. Like, nobody's gonna shoot a fireball on that side. Oh, I might have screwed this up too. Oh, how much left? I think that's a sign that it's getting late for me and I need to go to sleep soon. Finish my ranked hits with a bit of rest. I'm just glad that I did my 6 triples in Clan War League. Yeah, there's no way. That is hilarious. This approach is usually so safe, but I guess I'm not managing time properly. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. It was overall a good stream, and a nice result for the clan in our Clan War League. So yeah, I'll be live again probably after a couple days. I gotta get my accounts back in rank because I've been skipping hits left and right. So I think I'm probably gonna do like a 3 or 4 ID push this season, because last season I went crazy. I pushed all my 6 accounts and then put 5 of them in the top 1000. But anyway, that's that. Back-to-back 1-star, I know, and it's the same approach that I took, where I went took the long way around the town hall. So I definitely probably need to find a better crack at that base. Like, it's a good fireball, but it's meteor golems just take too much time. That's the issue. But anyway, y'all have a great night, okay? I'll be back again after a couple days, and yeah, take care.